Alright, guys. Okay, Alpha. What happened yesterday? Check out the light. Here we go.
That girl came around.
This is okay, that's why. I let you.
I started recording.
All right, good morning, sports fans. You're welcome to the program. Sports Val on Brawl FM 95.1 in Lorraine. Beautiful, lovely Tuesday morning. You're welcome, 10th of August 2021. Let's do this together. Now, of course, we know the Olympics is come and gone. And guess what we have to look forward to? It's the start of a new league season. And teams are getting ready. Different stories we'll share with you on the program today. We'll also talk about the key actors, players on the show today. And yes, a look back at the Olympics, even after the Olympics. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Darius, had a couple of things to say following, the conclusion of the Olympics and Team Nigeria's participation. We'll share with you what the man has had to say. And also talk about the ATO Cup, of course, as we all know, Bayelsa United, and also, of course, Bayelsa Queens, both of them quite triumphant. In fact, they're thinking about doing a public holiday in that beautiful state, by the way, of Bayelsa. These and more on the program today. So let's talk. Jyde, by the way, has now joined Man City. And of course, he says he is a different player to every player who is at Man City. And he's sharing with us why, by the way. It's a fight. In fact, the man has come out to say also that joining Man City for him was quite emotional. And leaving Aston Villa was even more emotional, by the way. And he understands and he felt everything that Lionel Messi felt while, of course, he was issuing that statement and speaking to the media on Sunday, and also outing that for him to join Man City, it felt like a schoolboy, of course, going to a new school. Talking about Jyde, she's quite excited, and of course, looking forward to the challenge at Man City. He says, "I'm a different player. I'm different to the player in that squad. Raheem and wingers can go in behind. Riyadh is an out-and-out dribbler. Phil Foden has a bit of everything. I feel I can bring a lot to the team. That's what the manager has brought me here for. Whether I'm a winger or an 8 or a 10 or a false 9, I feel I can bring a whole lot. And when I watch City, there's so much attacking talent that can do everything, and they're changing positions constantly. So the man is happy and he feels that he's different to what they have. Yemi, good morning. Toby is back with us. Good morning. Yemi says Toby, by the way, had a visitor over the weekend. That's why I wasn't a part of the show yesterday. That's a theory that we'll delve into further. That will be off air. By the way, you can watch us on YouTube also. So we're also live on YouTube. So have a feel about us, by the way, on YouTube. That is Royal TV. So guys, let's talk about this man, Jyde. She joins Man City, and he says it's different to all the other players is there. And he's clearly explained to us what other players, Raheem Sterling, Jyde also, Phil Foden, Riyad Mahrez, what they can all do and what he can also do that is different from that. So what are your thoughts, guys, this boy?
And, I think he might be saying the truth and he might not. We know it's different from Raheem Sterling, definitely different from Phil Foden, and because Phil Foden can afford to take some place on the bench and grow with it. He has been growing. His time will definitely come to be an undisputed starter in that squad, which is very, very.
Some say he already is, by the way, based on last season. Or you feel not?
Yeah, he has that because of the form of what's it called, Raheem Sterling. When everything comes back to normal, he takes his position in the squad.
Was it magical? Was it magical, dramatic that 1 minute Raheem Sterling isn't playing for Man City consistently, and then the next minute Raheem Sterling is starting for England? How is that possible?
No, it's not about it being dramatic. This is both coaches know it very well. Manchester City is a club football where you play week in, week out.
Yeah.
He lost the form there, and then there's no time, no patience to help you back into the squad. And it didn't make it easy when you have the likes of Phil Foden and other wingers who are doing great. They're also getting the goals, giving the manager what the manager wants. So it does not make it easy for the manager to wait for you to get back on form. I think his lack of playing time in Manchester City also helped him at the Euros because he felt he needs to prove himself ahead of next season. And he had another opportunity with another environment in the Euros to let Pep Guardiola see that, okay, fine, I'm not on form towards the end of the season, but I can be back to my best at the end of the new campaign.
All right.
And that was what he showed us at the Euros.
All right, so let's wait and see how things pan out on that front. But Jack Grealish, what we do know, of course, that we are looking at literally at what can happen. Harry Kane, on the other hand, we still do not know what will happen with Harry Kane. We're still waiting. Although Nuno Espirito Santo just yesterday again confirmed that Harry Kane will be involved for Spurs against Man City. And that, of course, is their first game for this season. I'm wondering, how would that happen? Well, time will tell. Let's wait and see, though, how all this will pan out. But quickly, guys, let's move away from that. We'll come back, of course, to football stories on the foreign scene. But right now, the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dari, says that he's directed a full investigation to unravel the causes behind the disqualification of 10 athletes from the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Now, during a statement he signed, which was made available on Monday, said the ministry did everything possible, to, of course, ensure that the qualified athletes achieve their dreams of being Olympians. And he also says they will take full responsibility for their disqualification and also has apologized to the affected athletes. Some say it's not about taking full responsibility. It's about you leaving that position, but it's not going to happen, obviously. But of course, they will go into this and do a full investigation. Somebody said that full investigation should have commenced while that Olympics was on. How come it's had a comeback pathway and then say they will go into this? And everyone believes that that is the usual talk. They will do the investigation and we'll hear nothing about it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think
if they will even go about the investigation.
I think I don't want to go into the investigation. So, but we've had a lot of things in the past, and I don't think we've had any sports minister come out to apologize and say he takes full responsibility. For me, I think I would take that as a positive from his own side, and the rest might be history. The rest might be copy and paste talk.
What is your thought, by the way, about the reports that said the sport minister actually traveled there with his family, with wife, to go to Olympics, and some of the individuals who decided to speak on condition of anonymity say he has no business being there, shouldn't be there with his wife. He's going there on official work pathway. Where are you going there with your wife to go? Is that vacation? It's the Olympics, man. We're going there for business. This is the country's image at stake. Or talking about the country's image at stake, by the way, the sport minister is not happy with that video that had our own man there, Enikwechi, washing his shirt. And the sport minister, by the way, has come out to say that that particular video was done to smear the image of the country Nigeria. And he says again that he said no, to smear it, that he was never aware that kits were not enough for the athlete, for those who, of course, were taking part at the Olympics. He says, hey, we gave a pair of kits, jerseys to these athletes. And so if we don't have enough athletes where if we don't have enough kit for the athletes, we then have a situation where the athletes are washing their kit for the next day, then that is on the federation or the associations. And he will also says that they will go into that, they will look into that, and they will do a proper investigation. And they will ask this federation, the AFN in this case, why this thing happened. And he says also, by the way, again intimating that that video was done to disgrace Nigeria. So that particular athlete, of course, who took part in shot put Enikwechi, I'm afraid for him already.
No, Jyde, I'm sorry. If that video is not being done like that, if you say you're not aware, then you won't be aware that some people have done something that is wrong. So I don't know why he's looking at it like it's a disgrace for the country. Yes, it is common. A lot of things have disgraced this country over years. So I think we just move on from being a disgrace from the country. I think more you should look at it from a perspective whereby the commoners, the athletes right now that don't have the door to come into your door and knock your door and tell you what is happening, they find another way to make you see what is happening, and that is to let us know if you are aware of what is happening or you are not aware.
That video of us says it's not aware.
So if you're not aware, that's just to show you that the people that you think you're working with are not doing things right. So it's left for you to now call them in order.
It's part of what we're saying, man.
They are the ones.
I mean, you went there for business. How can you not be aware of certain? I mean, how he shows he didn't go there for business. If those reports are true that he went there with his wife, it's quite obvious he didn't go there for business. He went there for pleasure. That's why you're not aware. That is what, if it's true.
With some things I know, if you're working with some people that can be so dubious, even when you go there for business or you don't go there for business,
they will still find a way.
They know how to.
If you found, you go there, how will you know that kids are not enough? Won't you ask them? You didn't go around enough.
You ask them and they will give you numbers.
They'll give you no. You will see the athlete. Won't you die with the athlete? Won't you speak with them?
He will
Won't you speak with the athletes?
He will only, that's it.
It's because no one spoke to this boy. That's why this boy woke up the following day and did that video of him watching himself.
That's the funniest thing. When the sport minister stand in front of,
tell me that also he will not
talk,
but yet he will not do video.
He might not talk.
Half of these are athletes. Sorry,
the fact is he might do video and tell you, and they will not know the video is from him.
Half of these are athletes. Okay, look at. I'll tell you what. The reason why this boy spoke, by the way, is because this boy isn't Nigerian. Through and he's Nigerian, but of course has the mentality of the Europeans, of the Americans, because he grew up there. And you could literally see the same thing we're having with Leon Balogun. Same thing we're having, of course. Same thing we're having, but he spoke.
He had a platform over there to talk.
As not spoken
this boy had a platform with the video to talk.
Leon Balogun,
he knew he couldn't talk in front of the sport minister.
Leon Balogun has been vocal. Ask anybody in that Super Eagles. They will tell you he's been the one always speaking to the public, always speaking to the media, but nobody will put it out there. He's been the one who's been always fighting Coach Ken Raw from day one. As regards things not being right in that national team, everybody who's been close to that team knows that, and that's why they have turned him and say, "You, this boy, we don't think we'll be a part of this team anymore." These guys will tell you, and if you don't listen to them, they will find a way to put it out, and that's what this boy has done right now. Put it out there, in case you guys don't listen. That this is the mess that we're in, but it is what it is. Though we'll leave it at that. On that front, let's move on, by the way, because we have more to talk about. Quick one, by the way, because our basketball team from Kwara said they're doing well. The under-17 Falcons, the Quarrens, they beat Taraba yesterday at 52 points to 23. But that they come from behind in that invitational tournament that's currently going on in Kano. And after that win, Coach Jyde was happy. Let me say back, was happy with the victory and had a couple of things to say. This, of course, is part of it.
Congratulations, Coach. How do you feel recording your first win at this under-17 basketball championship?
Actually, I feel happy about this win. We tried to come up with our A game in this second game, which really played very well. So I'm really happy about this win.
Okay, what happened in your first match? Because I saw you lost not by a wide margin.
Yeah, the mistake we had in that game is we allowed a high margin at the first quarter. We came back in the second quarter, we came back in the third quarter, we came back in the fourth quarter. We had some lead, but we were not able to close up the lead. It was part of it was like fatigue and I think time. Then not used to indoor facilities and thereabout. But nevertheless, we still played a very good game.
So, of course, wishing Team Kwara all the best from that competition.
You said they are not used to indoor facilities.
You said heard that part of it.
That's what you have in Kwara.
I don't know. In fact, I didn't know what to make up of that one.
Probably under 17 don't train in the indoor facility. Probably they use the outdoor one.
Oh, no.
You have the indoor in Kwara.
I understand, man. All right. The Bayelsa State government on Monday declared that Bayelsa Queens and Bayelsa United would be given a rousing welcome to the state celebrate their 80 Cup victories. Governor Doye Dire disclosed this when he visited the players and officials of the two teams at the camp in Benin City shortly after the victories of the men and women's categories of the tournament. All right. But by the way, they are quite happy, excited. In fact, they're thinking about doing a public holiday. Bayelsa. How about that one? For the obituaries thing.
Let me just you should understand.
What's that? Let me.
It's like Bayelsa United. NNL team just come through and through, defeating so many people.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's amazing, outstanding.
You should celebrate them.
All right. Now, despite putting up a very decent and quality grand finale of the 2020-2021 AT Cup, the corporate group says, that's AT by the way, say that Nigerians have not seen the best, as there's more to offer football in Africa's most populated country. The head of strategic communications, media, and events of ATO, Indiana Matthew, made this known in Benin City for the 2021 ATO Cup finals for male and female held. Indiana Matthew said the company is still very keen about Nigerian football, despite the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. The A2 Cup still maintain its quality. So if you look at the jerseys and the quality of the merchandising this year, it was an international standard, and we hope to even do better. I want to hear a little bit about the way from you, Matthew. Speak about this.
So we are investing for now in soccer, and I'll tell you why. Soccer is the predominant national sport of the country.
there you have it, of course. Just a bit of why Itayo, of course, is doing this amazing job right now in Nigeria. I was hosting the Itayo Federation's Cup. Well, as we all know, Bayelsa United backed 25 million naira, and Bayelsa Queens got 10 million naira for winning the Itayo Federation's Cup. And runners-up, by the way, Nassau United got 10 million naira, and FC Robo Queens got 5 million naira, of course, to be runners-up there. So just amazing, the good work that they are doing. All right, let's run a quick commercial break, guys. We're about to, go on this short time. When we come back, we'll talk more. Riyad Mahrez, by the way, has embraced the competition at Man City, Toby. And he says, you know what? We're here. That's what we're this big club to fight for sport. Do you think he still has sports to fight for in Man City?
With the way he played last season, he was one of their main men in the team. One of the best.
Will it be this year? You think he will be?
He's 30 already. But I think
he's just a number.
He has a lot to give to the team. He has a lot of quality. So with the addition of Grealish, I think he doesn't hinder his place in the team.
So who's is now hindered? Is it Raheem Sterling's? Is it Gabriel Jesus? Well, no.
We don't know yet. That's up to Pep Guardiola.
All right. Let's wait and see, though. Let's take this message before we leave. Good morning, analysts in the studio. Please, the sport minister has nothing to say. The kit comes directly to his office. How is it shared? Please, is the minister's wife the PA? How will he know about kits when all his plan is to enrich his family through tourism? Any update on the Arsenal transfer? Sabbath from Jankin. Well, we heard that Arsenal have had open talks with Bernardo Silva of Man City. But of course, they need to sell before they can bring in players. And good morning, namesake on the football crew. I'm so glad that you guys are now live on YouTube to watch. My name is Amol. Thank you, Amol. We're live on YouTube, Royal TV. Watch your stuff. Have fun with us.
You get money for account.
Sorry, I want to give a 5 minutes this code. Oh, can I give it to you? The charger.
I need to be recording.
No. Okay, yes, we'll record it. Thank you.
Anytime you need the money, but your card is there for your dad. Just go do cardless withdrawal. Let me Momo agent. Cardless withdrawal. Momo agent. Momo agent. Cardless withdrawal. Momo agent. Let me Momo agent.
Now you fit withdraw money even if you don't own your card for any Momo agents waiting near you. Just dial *223# to take touch like the Momo agent waiting near your domot. Momo agent. Safe, fast, no wahala.
Iyo Dangote ni o, iyo tó ṣara lóore. Ó tún ní ayọ̀dá.
Iyọ̀ Dangote ni iyọ̀ tuntun ṣe tó ní iodine tó ń ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún ìdíwọ́ àìnító iodine lára. Nítorí náà, fi iyọ̀ Dangote ṣe oúnjẹ aládùn aṣaralóore tó ń ṣàtìlẹ́yìn ara pípé ẹbí rẹ.
Ra ojúlówó iyọ̀, ra iyọ̀ Dangote.
All right, sports fans, you're welcome back from that short commercial break. It is Sports File and Brawler FM 95.1 in Lorry. Let's talk right now about Simon Call. You're welcome back from that short time. You can be a part of the show, by the way. Call in on 0810-8501-371. Salah Nitana have reached an agreement in principle, according to reports now, with Crotone to sign Nigerian forward Simon for 6 million euros. This comes after negotiations to sign Chelsea striker of Nigerian descent, Ike Ugo fell through. So, how about that one? Simon moving over there to Salernitana. He'll be joining our Nigerian there, Joel Obi. You like that one? It's a good move for him.
It's a good move.
He'll be in the Italian Serie A also.
Definitely. He has to be in the Serie A.
That's the scene, man. I'm sorry, but is that not his levels? Because if he wasn't, wouldn't you be having supposedly more stable Italian Serie A sides come for him?
Probably not the.
I think that's because of his age, kind of.
I think he's 28. Probably not the. Probably not
the guys that have banter on that one.
Probably not the competing team, but there were points where the likes of Genoa, you understand, I think Fiorentina.
That's all.
I think those ones might still be better because a little bit like you used the word stable than Salernitana and those ones that we don't know if they will be going back next.
Because exactly my point. I mean, we know that we could see them back with Salernitana. That's the first time I've heard about them in forever. And so for them to be, if they go back, that's the end, man. I don't know. But each team is okay. I think Simi is okay with the Italian Serie A, so I think that's it.
No, I
That's
think
why.
he will also give them good. He is so used to
Come on,
that.
come on, goals.
He's so used to that period there.
At least it's not about me. Okay? Who remembers when we said in this studio here that Aubameyang might become the next Mesut Ozil?
You said.
Okay.
You said.
No,
Take
we
the
said,
credit.
we said. But now we're there. We're
Take-
almost
take-
there.
We are there already.
We're almost there. But
The only
I
thing
saw him. I saw him again in the preseason. I was shaking my head, man.
No,
It's
I
problems,
think
man.
because we've seen Ozil, so
Mm.
people don't really
And now
don't
you
really
can't.
want to make them
Now
about
you
him.
can't get anybody to sign him. And the worse he gets, the worse he gets for Arsenal. The worse he gets, the worse he gets for Arsenal to let him out. If they can, I think they should actually actively tell the agent to look for a club for him right now. I think they can do worse. They've done worse already, so it can't be worse than having Balogun and Martinez. A quick aside. All right, good morning, Mr. Jyde and the crew. Hope you had a good night. I think I have to agree with Yemi. Even if the sport minister is there, he might not have had the effrontery to talk because his place might be at risk. If he does, nobody day. I'll let him day for short put. And this is his place not at risk right now after that video that he has deleted. And this is someone that wants to win a medal at the Olympics. He will just sacrifice his okay to just participate. Mr. Jyde, you need to understand this country is more complicated than the way you might be thinking. Many times you know the right thing to do, but you must be diplomatic in handling it. So was he not? So what stopped him from being diplomatic with the video? I don't think you guys get this. These guys like this boy, Ibuka, he don't give a hoot about what happens.
Jyde,
If he did, he would not make that video. That's
Jyde,
the same.
Jyde, like what he said, he would give a hoot at the beginning because
What
he
did
had
he
a
do?
chance to participate at the Olympics. That chance might be out if
Yeah.
he had say a word with the minister,
All right.
because you don't even know if the minister is aware of these things. I think his own is just to send a message with little. You even said he deleted the video. I think he was just being diplomatic because he knows what is around it. So he just find a way to let them know outside. Probably it's a mistake and find a soft landing for himself.
All right.
But talking in front of the minister, probably him himself might know that this might just be too much.
All right, no problem. It is what it is. You guys can say what you need to say. Problem. Please, what's the update on the NPFL saga as regards Rivers United and Quora United? Stanley, if we were well, for Quora United and all that. Well, somebody said United have the business. I mean, appealing, but they did, at least based on what the outlet had given to us. At the same time, we heard that the NFF had their General Assembly, whatever, Congress, over the weekend. And from that, they also put it right there in the communique that that particular case had not been taken to the appeal committee of the NFF. And so it was now their responsibility to sit and then decide again as to who will be representing Nigeria
But
and
they
the outcome of the
sent name
case. They keep sitting. I'm tired.
But
Please,
they've
by the
sent
way.
name.
All right.
They've sent name now.
Again, we heard names has not been signed. We're just hearing different things, so let's wait and see though. Good morning. Darius should be commended for bringing some positives. Oh my goodness. JD, calm down. All right. Darius should be commended for bringing some positives to sporting arena. Federation should be blamed for most of the mess. Federation like athletics federation. Larry. All right, no problem.
He's
We'll
the
leave it at
leader
that.
of all the federation, my brother.
I don't know. I don't know. You guys.
When you're blaming those federation,
I don't want to run, so I want to.
when you're
keep
blaming
quiet.
this federation, it takes part of fact. It takes huge blame because he is the leader.
I say,
of
you see,
that
okay, you see,
That's
whether, thank God again that this boy was the only one who put out that video. Whether or not he put out that video, whether or not he was scared, I don't know how we even go into the argument of, But the problem, the real thing is, the sport minister went there. This is not the only boy by the way. This is not one athlete by the way. Who's that? Just one kid to work with. Let's make that clear. And the sport minister goes there, not one individual, but several individuals. Why did he go there? To do what? To support us? You can do that from Nigeria here. You can do that from, but why did you go there? It's to ensure that a mess like that does not come out. To ensure you have every angle covered. And you did not do your job.
And the thing is,
it's as simple as that.
Except from
it's as simple as that. He did not do his job.
Except from
you guys are telling me that so if he goes there, if he asks one question, why did he go? Have you not heard of sport minister who go there, who go with, and they go there with Pankere Koboko? Because you need to make something right there. You better tell me this is Nigeria. Nigeria for what?
Except from even the kids. I think generally when you look at the way our Olympics go,
Yeah.
then you can't really praise the sport minister.
I
There's
don't understand what you
nothing to
guys are
praise
saying
him
about
You understand?
what person.
And I think the another thing for the kids you're talking about,
Alright.
why you saying that is I think we had the problem of the kids even before the Olympics started. Was it not the basketball team that had to be built in Mufti or something like that?
Well,
before it was being
what's the
fair in
sport
Nigeria?
minister? Well, we'll talk even about the athletic, the whole Puma deal also. Just a quick one also. Also shared with us that they were not aware of that particular partnership that the AFN or that other board had
Why would
with
he tell
Puma,
you?
and so that was why they said, "No, what we're not going to be having this kit go there," and we already had our own, and that we. So he's only just saying right now that that's the reason why that Puma thing is not in place, and that's why Puma, by the way, are also suing us. Aside from the fact that they've also cancelled that deal, and the cash are supposed to go ahead with all this. This one says, "Good morning, guys. Until the Ugandan president appoints his wife as the country's minister of sport, when he realizes he can't trust anyone at the country sports sector." And guess what? Uganda won 2 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze at the just concluded Olympic. Down in Nigeria, with all the integrity and intellectual personality, we know the rest of the story. Well, we also know what the sport minister, the wife, by the way, said. Have people forgotten when she said that too bad that we couldn't have our own country or Uganda take part in the European Championship? I will be the woman, so she's the one. So my brother, please, I beg. The argument is also one fan now. But Robertson, coming from this Nigerian scene in Africa, Robinson, who is a left back at Liverpool, is injured right now and will miss the start of the new Premier League season. They have Sinicas to run through, so that will work for them, though. What are your thoughts, by the way? Joe Gomez, they dare not. Come on, you already have Sinicas, man. Let's do this.
In case Tasman didn't do well, in case he didn't do well, at least you can try and put Joe Gomez on the right, return Arnold to the left, or put Joe Gomez on the left. Because I remember those days of the Super Manager, Joe Gomez can play every position.
That's why he's doing Joe Gomez. I know, by the way, that Sinicas has been signed for more than a year right now, and he's been dying to have that spot left back position. And I think this is it. So if he then flops, then you can then be beginning to be doing your Joe Gomez at left back thing. But he, come on, it would mean that, that signing was a total waste of time. If you could put Joe Gomez at left back and you have Silicas right there, and again for Robertson will be out for the first 2 or 3. You can imagine.
Thank God it's only Robertson. And Arnold is back. Arnold is back for them.
You say thank God it's only Robertson. The season is just starting now. It started with.
Wait, are you guys saying you don't trust Silicas at that left back position?
Yeah, you don't trust him. You don't blame us because he's not seeing me.
It's an opportunity, exactly
for him, and he knows that if he doesn't take it,
yeah.
I remember
that's not enough reason to trust him.
I remember when Silicas.
That's not enough reason.
So that's you. You don't trust him.
Yes, and you don't blame me because I've not seen him.
I literally said the same thing. I don't know if we're here together on the set. Literally said the same thing when Robertson was signed. I remember saying, "Come on, Robertson from Hull. What are we gonna do with him?" And look at it. Look at what he turned out to be.
Then he showed us why we should trust him.
So we need to watch him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you should not give him the chance, but I'm saying you don't blame me also for not trusting him.
So that's why I'm not buying all this Joe Gomez thing and left back. That's my point.
No, I'm not.
All these Joe Gomez.
All I'm saying is if he flops,
you will say
we have.
Why don't you start with this one?
We have Joe Gomez.
Nonsense.
We have Milner and Arnold.
This is where you're supposed to start from. You now say you have Joe Gomez. I just said Silicas is going to. If I was wondering.
Yes, because Joe Gomez is in the squad. I've seen Joe Gomez do so many things. But I've not seen him play left back.
All right, Sergio Aguero. This is the ultimate cash out man, by the way. 10 weeks out.
It's a huge blow for Barcelona.
Huge blow. He's a knockout.
Unbelievable.
He's a knockout.
Somebody say we join
If why Barcelona signed him was they knew what they signed up for. He's 33, I think, and with his injury record.
I got to say Chelsea and the others who wanted to buy him.
He played less than 10 games.
Unbelievable. No wonder Pep was crying when he said he's going to miss him. Pep knew. All this Lionel Messi and Pep and their tears. Right away, I didn't buy any of those tears, by the way, from both of them. Both of them. Especially that Lionel Messi. When I saw him cry, I said, okay, no problem. That's
Nah,
true.
nah.
I know.
The tears were true.
Yeah, it's true. Well, now
they
it's
were
tears
real.
of joy for me because it's going to PS. You guys know how much it's going to take. I saw some permutations yesterday as regards the kind of money. I almost was in tears also yesterday. I swear to God
For him to
Almighty.
take 50%,
I understand what Jyde is
50%.
saying.
You guys don't know how much it's going to take over
You know what money can
So
do
you don't
to
know what you will cry when you see money. That's some money. You see some
But the
alert
thing is,
and you will cry.
But the thing is, Jyde, I want to believe we are different in human being, and he might be just that.
Wow, I think I could say anything when it comes to money, we are not different. People don't understand.
We are different.
It's the common denominator. You people don't know. Don't worry. Live long enough, you will see some things. Let's do a quick commercial break back the way. Let's do a short time out. We'll come back and then we'll wrap up the program. We have transfer stories to share with you guys. Please stay with us.
Mahaƙurci dai mawadaci ne. Kun dade kuna jira amma yanzu kofa ta buɗe. Za ku iya shiga cikin ayarin masu amfani da layin MTN, wato kamfanin sadarwa mafi yaduwa da samar da data mafi inganci a Najeriya. Za ku iya shiga kowane ɗaya daga cikin zababbun shagunan MTN a faɗin ƙasar nan domin sayan sabon layin MTN, sannan ku saka shi a wayar ku kunna shi a inda za ku dace da gwaggwabar garaɓasar kuɗin kira da data. Me kuke jira? Sai ku hanzarta mallakar naku layin a yau. Za ku iya ziyartar shafinmu na yanar gizo wato mtnonline.com/sim don lalubo shagon sayar da layukan MTN mafi kusa da ku.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Another better program don show face o. Na I'm a Bokona. Wetin I call am? I'm a Bokona. For this program, na so we go dey give una correct gist on wetin oga Emeka dey sell for him shop, which kind wig Mama Kofo dey sell for her shop too. Wetin better gist and ogbonge music join your favorite Mr. and Mrs. Oriel FM 95.1 every Wednesday 5 p.m. You go happy see I tell you.
All right, guys, it's the last stretch of the program. It is a Sport Fall and Ball FM 95.1. And let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, my goodness. And that is gone off already. All right, call us back. 0810-8501-371. Good morning, Jyde. If this man fails to... Who's the man, by the way? If this man fails to collect the maximum 3 points against Brentford on Friday night, what will I tell my ancestors when we meet Chelsea at Man City in the next couple of games? Habib,
you tell them to just feast on your dish and put it on after 2 weeks.
Habib, how dare you, man? All right, but it's true, man. If you can't beat Brentford away, and there's no easy body right now in the Premier League to beat, so you can't beat Brentford. Who can you beat? All right, the International Youth Day is a day set aside by the United Nations Organization to recognize the youth and challenges they face. This is a day meant to raise awareness on what is expected of every nation and what to do for the youth, while enlightening them, the youth, on their responsibilities. Now, to celebrate this, the Kwara State Ministry of Youth, Sports and Youth Development has lined up a week-long activity, one of which includes a novelty football match between Air Force Football Club, Olaje Estate, and the NYC team. That football game is coming up today, 10th of August 2021, at the Kwara State Stadium. It's 3 p.m. Nigerian time. So look forward to that, by the way. It's a good game to see. Hello, good morning. Hello. Carol, Sport Val. It's Sport Val. This is Sport Val. What's your name? Yes, Eshe. Eshe gone. Sport, no, in football, answer.
Okay.
Hold on. Yes, bye. 0810-8501-371. I've seen some things on this radio thing. But this one, this is. Hello, good morning. Shadrach, how are you doing? Stop speaking Yoruba to me.
I'm fine.
You're welcome, man.
My own is, please, somebody to get NFF or NFF, anybody at the same time. To try and create, they don't need to make any decision. They just try to create one continental ticket for Kwara United because we want to go and watch continental match in Kwara State. That's just what I want to do.
They are not CAF. It's only CAF that can create. Because that's CAF competition.
And if you try this,
not
it's mutiny. If you try this, it's mutiny. They'll look for you. Ask people who started Super League now. All right, Broja, the man who we thought was going to be at Chelsea, is going to join Southampton on loan, by the way. Do you want him to stay at Chelsea to vie with fourth position with Lukaku?
No, he doesn't have a chance at Chelsea at the moment.
But he's really rated, man.
I know he's only rated. with the friendly games he played, he has really impressed. For his own development.
For his own development. I looked at strikers and their goals at the age of 22. And Tammy Abraham is ahead of like Rashford, Harry Kane, Danny Ings, all of them. All right. And now Wala, quick one back the way. He's joined Esperance of Tunisia. That's a good move for him. Who team up with that, right? Jyde.
Exactly.
Yes, Wala. I heard it was very. It's not okay. You want him to go to where? To Europe director.
Considering all
you should have gone to get.
Considering all the reports that they said is except if those reports were.
You should have gone to where?
Were just. At least they said some clubs in Ligue 1 were coming from and also in Belgium.
Why they not come for us? Where are they now?
That's what I'm saying.
We would have told them.
That's what I'm saying. If those reports were true, then this is not a good move.
They're not there anyway. Okay, but this is it. I heard this to earn 500,000 naira per month. And now he'll be earning like 20 million naira per month. So it's not a bad deal.
Sometimes, since I need to quit my job.
Yeah, to quit, you said the thing, hey, okay, no problem. That's
another person's life saving.
That's why our friend Dimeji and to go sugar. I think kicking this ball. You cannot run anymore. Good morning, lads. I agree with Jyde. It was all crocodile tears on Sunday by the assistant goat. He could have done everything to stay if he actually wanted to stay. European champions will be back in action tomorrow, and I can't wait for us to lift our first trophy. Guess who? Samuel Porto.
From your word, assistant good. It shows you are talking from sentiment. It doesn't really have to be taken with so many serious.
That's you now. That's you. You know, he made it. That's his own opinion. It's not sentiment. He said he's assistant good. Who's your own assistant good?
For me,
who's your own good?
For me, I can't pick a good. Both of them they are fantastic players.
That's your own opinion. I know who my own good is. I know. I know your good. My own good. In fact, I wanted to say my wife, but she's not even a good Edako. She's the greatest of all time. Before you put say Jyde Oluwaseun said his wife is he is the greatest of all time. That's why we now put good. All right. Tammy Abraham, we hear by the way, AS Roma are really interested. They want him and they have already agreed. Same also, by the way, with Arsenal. Tammy Abraham and Arsenal.
You get to play.
So both hey guys, don't let me lie now. Both Arteta and Arsenal, both Arteta and Roma, they have now agreed terms with the boy, but the boy has not decided. So he's asking for more times to decide, by the way. And Christian Eriksen will be going back to Ajax from all the things that we have heard right now. Good or bad move. Shedran Shaqiri has had the bid from Olympic Lyonnais for him. Arsenal are interested in the goalkeeper who plays in Belgium, Genk. We hear is the next big thing there. Martin van der Voort. He's like just like Lukonga. So let's wait and see on that. And Lukaku will be a player of Chelsea. Has flown down back the way on a private jet to London. Complete the move very soon. This week it will happen. The show comes to an end for today. Okpabi is in the building, means we have to leave. But a big thank you to everyone who's watched us on YouTube and sending messages on WhatsApp and try to call on the program today. My name is Babajide Uluwashi. On behalf of Yemi and of course Toby, loving you guys. Have fun and stay blessed.
Indeed, Islamic materials, home of honey and Islamic spiritual materials. Oyigidi, Apatu Sauda, Zaitun, Turare, electric corner, rose water, black seed, digital Quran, children Islamic educative materials, free relationship, book, Quran,